Mark Fleischer, The Game, the Lady, and the Rest of the Story. The Game, the Lady, and the Rest of the Story, Mark Fleischer. In December of 1963, a new game show went on the air. The title of the show was Let's Make a Deal, and it was hosted by a man named Monty Hall. The show seemed to have a loose set of rules, but was centered on the idea of picking a contestant and allowing them to choose between possible prizes. Do you want to have what Jay has in the box? Would you like to pick what's behind door number 1, or would you like the cash in my hand? That sort of thing, often causing contestants to have conniption fits and meltdowns of indecision. In the immortal words of George Carlin, Monty, 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 what do I do? And this was all quite entertaining to viewers at home, as Monty Hall would tempt them with one dubious claim after another. In one scenario in particular, it was associated with the show. Monty would present 3 doors to the contestant, tell them what was that behind 2 of the doors were goats, meh, goats. And behind the 3rd door, behind the 3rd door was a new car, beep, beep. He would then ask the contestant to choose which door they thought had the car behind it. The contestant would choose, but the door would remain closed. Let's say they chose door number 1. Door is closed, you don't know what's really behind there. Once the choice was made, he would ask for one of the other doors to be opened to reveal a goat. Maybe Monty would open door number 3, and we would see a goat there. Meh. He would then ask, would you like to switch your choice to the other door, go from door number 1 to door number 2, or would you like to stay with what you have? Monty, 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 what do I do? What would you do besides have a meltdown? That's the game. Now, let's meet the lady. My name is Marilyn Voss Savant. Some people say I'm very smart because I scored high on some IQ tests, but that's neither here nor there. In 1990, I was presented with this very problem by one of my readers of my Ask Marilyn column that I wrote for Parade magazine. After consideration, my answer was simple. Always switch. If you do that, you will win most of the time. I published my answer and didn't think much about it until the mail started pouring in. Nearly 10,000 letters, and this is before email and social media, mind you, most all of them telling me I had given bad advice. If I could summarize all the negative responses, they would go something like this. Lady, you don't know what you're talking about. Stay in your lane. Here are a few of my favorite responses. May I suggest that you obtain and refer to a standard textbook on probability before you try and answer a question of this type again. Sincerely, Charles Reed, PhD, University of Florida. Another one. You blew it, and you blew it big. There is enough mathematical illiteracy in this country, and we don't need the world's highest IQ propagating more. Shame. He actually said that. Shame. Scott Smith, PhD, University of Florida. What is it with PhDs from the University of Florida? Personal favorite. You made a mistake, but look at the positive side. If all those PhDs were wrong, the country would be in some very serious trouble. Mr. Everett Harmon, PhD, of the U.S. Army Research Institute. Well, Mr. Everett Harmon, PhD, I hope it's not all as bad as you say, because I think I did give good advice. But we're not going to settle that here. For that, we need to move on to not Paul Harvey. Good afternoon, Americans. My name is not Paul Harvey, but this is the rest of the story. There are two undeniable facts about this game. The first undeniable fact is that 2 times out of 3, you're going to initially pick a goat. 3 doors, 2 goats, 2 out of 3, undeniable. The second undeniable fact is that if you pick a goat and you do what the lady says, you will always, 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 always win. Always. But Mr. Not Paul Harvey, did you say always? I think I said always. That would take a miracle. You ask for a miracle, and I give you game show host extraordinaire, Monty Hall. He will be your miracle today, because if you initially pick a goat, as you will do 2/3 of the time, then Monty's going to show you where the other goat is. Then all you have to do is switch, and you'll be driving home in a new car. I hope that was clear. If not, I'll be happy to stay after class and go through it again. And there you have it. The lady was right, and the men were, what's the word? Men. And if you ever find yourself on Let's Make a Deal, it's currently hosted by Wayne Brady, by the way, and you're ever presented with this form of the game, you'll know what to do, because now you know about the game, the lady, and the rest of the story.